Previously on the Chaotic Neutral podcast, the gang spread out through Bezos and made quite the splash. Guys, sorry, I've already fucked this up.
What did you do?
So my mic is off to my left, but I always keep the notes for my intro on the right. So I couldn't read my notes and talk into the mic at the same time. So I'm gonna try this again, and that could just be an outtake.
Just coordinate better, man.
The gang spread out through Bezos and made quite the splash. Kai led the city watch on a merry chase. Kiki scratched an itch. Bayard gave bread and beer to the poor, and Bert did some research. Now, with various threads and goals in mind, they've reconvened at Kiki's villa to plot their next move. Find out where they go and what they do on this week's episode of the Chaotic Neutral Podcast. I am your Dungeon Master, Caleb, and I'm joined tonight by David.
Dun, dun, dun. I play Kai.
And Amy.
Hi, I'm Kiki.
And Will.
Hi, I play Bayard.
And finally, Shane.
I'm already half in the bag, and I'm just still not ready for this shit.
Burt West.
Yeah.
Burt West, everybody.
Yeah.
Who's dining out of a fucking Corningware dish?
That was me trying to hold up a
Oh.
mug to get an echo effect, trying to do the...
Oh, okay. I thought someone was like, I don't know, telling off dishes. All right.
No, that's just me clattering about. And Amy is apparently hanging out in my room while she opens a bottle of
You
wine.
called my name, and I had to run in so I could say it, and then I couldn't stop laughing.
Yes,
Well, your new
folks.
mic is good because we can hear her in the background.
At least she's there.
Yeah, we're podcast professionals, and thank you for joining us.
Dude, if we were paid for this, our sponsors would be so pissed.
Brought to you by Tide Pods. Don't eat them.
Eat them where no one can see you do it.
Did you guys see on D&D memes, there was one of those Gygax memes where it was, you find a bag full of delicious candy treats, and the guy's like, I distribute them to all the little boys and girls, but first, I check to see if they're poison, and he rolls a natural 1, and they're Tide Pods.
No.
Didn't see that one, but I don't need to anymore because...
Sorry, I'm
Who's
back
there?
now.
It was funnier when you were behind Caleb.
A little bit.
I mean, it wouldn't make a difference, because she still wouldn't be able to hear.
Do you have...
What?
Do you have... Is that real?
She doesn't listen, so...
I don't
okay.
listen.
It's not a technical thing, it's just an Amy thing.
It's just me.
Yeah.
I'm the issue.
Okay, so last time you guys did a bunch of just random stuff in the city. Kai was busted. Well, not busted. They tried to bust him for lewd and lascivious behavior as he started trying to collect the materials that the crazy alchemist needed.
Yeah.
Leading to a rooftop chase down Bookbinder Boulevard.
Kai's natural harvest.
Followed by some very bad fish puns and jokes.
Yeah.
Those were fantastic.
Kiki started off the episode by murdering a noble, and then taking Fozzie on a walk through the city, where she irritated the city watch, and Fozzie pooped on their doorstep.
Right, yeah. He did. Fozzie pooped, yeah.
Fozzie pooped, but Kiki delivered.
Did Kiki?
It's Kiki's delivery service.
Kiki's delivery service!
It's all come together. That's
Good
the
night,
name of the
everybody.
shop.
Is that what that movie was about?
Bayard was helping distribute food and beer to the poor, and heard rumors of some blight striking crops off to the north of the city. And finally, Bert was doing research into sort of the origins of the crystal curse and its symptoms and its properties. And while he was mid-research, he was paid a visit by a servant of Sultan Al-Amr, who just wanted to check in and remind Bert that the Sultan still exists and is still his friend.
Remind me that I'm still owned.
And that's pretty much it. Everyone was heading back to Kiki's villa at the end of the day. Bert sort of sat down at a table and listened to everyone dish on what happened through their day. And that's where we left off. So it can be that night, it can be the next morning, whatever you guys would like.
Well, I'm fine if it's the next morning.
Yeah, you dish and gossip and we're good. And then wake up refreshed.
I would have went back to the temple though, and explained to Aldous that my friends would not be coming, and that I would take the smelly dwarf with me in the morning to Kiki's home.
It didn't work.
What?
Yeah,
Well, he's not smelly anymore.
No,
They fixed that problem.
Yeah.
yeah, he's been cleaned and washed.
Okay.
Oh, that's right.
The high priest will, wish you well. He'll say, this is excellent news for us. We can free up these rooms. Best of luck with them. You'll always have a home here at the Temple of Amathion. Come back to us. You do great work.
Thank you. I appreciate you. All your hospitality. Until we meet again. And I'll pick that guy up and take him down to Kiki's house for the first thing in the morning.
Okay.
Put him on your drunk cart.
I don't know. I haven't gotten my cart yet, right? I'm assuming.
Oh, that's right. You got financed for the car.
I
loan.
did.
You didn't.
I
pick up your.
gotta talk to somebody because I gotta get somebody to build it. I'm assuming. I'm assuming there's not like a cart lot sale
Well, I mean,
or like
this is
used cart.
this is a big city. They probably do have cart dealerships.
I
Come
gave
on
you
down to
extra
Mad
money.
Madigan's cart lot. Yeah, kind of thing.
You have
That's what
plenty
I'm
of money
looking
to
for.
buy a new one.
Sunday. No money
I don't-
down.
Let's see.
So if I could pick up a cart on the way to Kiki's place.
Okay. What sort
How
of
big is this?
what sort of cart? Because once you get down to the docks, and let me switch over the maps here to get you guys over to the city map. So basically, all along River Street and Galatian Road are, stables, boat, shipwright shops, cart shops. Basically, that's any mode of transportation that you're looking to fix or acquire is probably along one of those two streets on either side of the Silver Sword, which is the river that goes through the center of town. But they're of varying qualities. What sort of shop, like what level cart shop are you looking for?
About a mid-range shop. I'm not
Okay.
looking for anything too fancy. It just essentially needs 4 wheels, like a peddler's cart that I can push that will fit the brewing supplies.
How much did Kiki give you? Like $20?
She gave me 30 gold.
Where did it go?
I had 4 before. Now I have 34, so I'm assuming she gave me 30.
That is a. Well, I don't know what the cart economy is like, so I can't comment.
I don't
Getting
either,
like
but
a red wagon, like a little, like
Yeah.
what was that thing called? Something
Uh,
flyer.
yeah, radio
flyer.
flyer.
Just some drunk ass dwarf with a fucking red, a little red wagon with a A barrel of booze?
I just look like a fat little kid with a giant beard.
Who wants
Inebriated.
beer? Get your bread.
Sorry, I'm looking for.
Looking at based on this length of the road, at this point, I just want the cart to carry this fat ass dwarf.
Wow.
Maybe you could hook it up to some kind of like a pedal machine. You don't push or pull it.
I could.
Okay.
Pedal it.
So you do see, sort of right where Brewers Road connects to the Galatian Road. You do see Cosimo's carts and carriages, and there's this sort of flamboyant human out front, sort of gesturing people in. He's got, it looks like almost like a courtyard with where he's converted stables to hold various carriages and carts. And sort of as you're walking along, are you heading back towards the temple to pick up Zerf at this point, or are you carrying Zerf over your shoulder?
I imagine I'm carrying Zerf over my shoulder.
And he goes, "You, sir, dwarf, I might be mistaken, but you look like the sort of man who could use a cart. That looks like a heavy burden. Please come in, come in. I have carts, I have carriages, I have luxury, I have cheap. 2 wheels, 4 wheels, 3 wheels. We can make it happen. Please, come in, come in. Cosimo's Carts has everything."
I am looking for a cart. Not just to carry this man, but
You
for
have-
brewing supplies as well.
You have the look
What-
of a brewer. He says as he's
Sir,
digging through his
where are you
inventory.
going, sir? Come back here.
He pops back out from the town or not the town, the little stable he was in, and he behind him he's got a decent wagon with like a little raised place to sit. He goes, yes, this will carry kegs, this will carry dwarves, it'll even carry kegs and dwarves.
Ah, yes. How much?
Well, let me just review my ledger here. Actually, as Caleb here, I'm thinking I might be looking at the wrong book.
Okay. That'll be the price of the cart. I can hear his voice.
Getting some interference from someone.
I'm trying to figure out if it's me, because it sounds like, I don't know, someone's playing in the wind.
Yeah, you shouldn't be able to hear any interference. That's Damon.
Oh,
I'm not moving.
Yeah, it's just all I have to do is look at Discord and see who's lit up. Okay. So, for this cart, for this lovely cart that will carry 6 kegs of ale or as many dwarves as you can pack on it, I ask for the low price of 70 gold.
Whoa. 70 gold.
God, I wish I went.
Yes, my friend.
That's a little steep.
Well, it will carry you up some steep hills, my friend. This cart is made of the finest Nessus cypress. It will not dry out. It will not get wet. You can ride it through the river, and it will still retain its shape and its color and its so wonderful fragrance.
dude, you can lacquer that yourself for like 5
Can
bucks.
I tell if this man is lying to me right now about that?
You can make a insight check.
Oh, so no, I cannot tell. 10.
You actually think that he's lowballing you, that he could easily ask 120.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you seem like an honest man, but that's a little out of my price range. You got something more with maybe a push cart.
Ah, yes. I think I think we can have something more budget-oriented for you. Please, please, come back this way. And he sort of takes you around the corner to less
At this
than-
point, I drop Zerf right where I'm standing and walk and follow him.
Ask him for a church discount. See if there's some kind of like a
Discount for the Amathion.
yeah. You're doing this for the good of the people.
Well, I do have this old hay wagon that we've spruced up and put some decorative lacquer on, and we've replaced the wheels, the axles, the harness. Please,
It'll hold up pretty well.
Please,
Looks
excuse my
sturdy.
assistant. Oh yes, most definitely. It is a workhorse of a carriage, if you'll pardon the mixture of metaphors. For this, it's only going to run you about 35 gold.
God damn it!
Better. Any discounts for a servant of Amathion,
You
a
know,
follower of Amathion?
we do respect everything that your temple does for our great city and the people here. I'll throw in the tack and harness for free.
You got yourself a deal, and I just go ahead and shake his hand.
If you don't chew me too
my
much on
wonderful
the
friend.
price. God.
Now, I suppose...
Nope, I'm gonna go full 30 gold, right? As I'm holding his hand. That was 30 gold. You said.
Yes, 30 gold.
Excellent. 30 gold. I'll take it.
So he'll take 30 gold and he'll kind of give you a sly look and say, I don't suppose you'll be needing an animal to pull that wagon.
No, I am the animal that will pull that wagon. Thank you very much.
Well, this will be a sight to see.
I'm gonna walk over and, I guess I'll pull the cart over to Zerf.
Okay. Give
Now,
me a strength check.
How much does this cart weigh?
It weighs a certain amount.
Son of a... Damn it. 11.
You have to heave and what's your strength?
My strength itself is 17.
Okay.
The +3.
So it takes you a little bit. You feel like maybe the axles have kind of rusted a little bit. Like you kind of have to break through something in order to get it rolling. But once you get through that initial coefficient of friction, it starts sort of trundling along behind you, and you're able to keep it going pretty well. And,
Awesome. All right.
As you get going, Cosimo kind of whistles between his teeth and sort of shakes his head, and you see him sort of hand a gold piece off to a little kid who is sort of watching in the shadow.
I see this.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like he's paying the kid to go tell. You get the sense there was a bet as to whether or not you could really do it.
Oh, okay. I got you. All right. So I start pulling this cart and over to Zerf, and then I pick him up and throw him on top.
Okay, and as you turn back out onto Galatian Road, Cosimo says, "Thank you for your business, friend. Please, if any of your friends or family need carts or carriages, send them to Cosimo.
I will. Thank you. May Amathion bless you.
And you too, my friend."
How do you spell that?
Which one?
Oh God, he's gonna end up dead tomorrow.
Kiki's
isn't
not there.
No, this isn't for Kiki. This is from me.
Cosimo.
Oh, poor Cosimo. She's going back to take the gold.
he? You're gonna get interviewed when you get back to the house.
So as you trundle along the city, it's going to take you a little while to get up into the hill district, where Kiki's house is. So as you trundle along, often through very nice neighborhoods, you're getting quite a few stares, but you are wearing your priestly vestments, so no one really accosts you. But it's going to take you probably an hour, maybe two, depending on crowds, to get there. While that's going on, this is first thing in the morning. Markets going on all over town. What's everyone else doing?
Coffee.
All right.
Gotta find a new Tad. Or whatever the hell his name was.
Okay. I feel like Coffee would probably be an elf. Really? That's all of your fucking Celtic names here?
Keyleth.
Yes. Fallen a long ways. Let's just pick a letter.
Do, 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 do,
See, the magic
do.
of editing is going to cut this way down.
Snip, snip. Just the tip.
Oh, yes, here we go. Oh, but I need to come up with a shop name for that.
Dirty Mud.
No, this is an elven establishment.
I can't remember. On this side of the ring, elves are like just dirty, like trash folk, right?
Aren't they always?
Did I establish that?
I
That's
thought-
right.
well,
That's right, because Kai had to do all of his elven dealing outside the city. I forgot that little detail.
Holy hell! I remembered something.
That is vaguely coming back to memory listening to you guys because
Yeah.
Kai was never allowed around things.
So
You were only half liked.
I had to wear that Mr. Spock headband.
Yeah, to cover your ears.
Cisco, yeah.
Yep.
yeah, so it's not an elven coffee shop.
They can't be because they're dirty mud wallers.
Like I've never seen a dirty,
Uh,
filthy, disgusting hippie in a coffee
so-
shop before.
So you, what district are you looking for your coffee in?
I would have. Oh Jesus,
Down
who's
the
here?
road?
Well, no, this is like residential. I would have gone up like Hill Street to Bookbinder Street, over the bridge, and then probably like Tavern Road or something.
Okay, so you're going more into the Galata side, the sort of lower district. You could get it along the Path of Glory.
Oh, there is. Okay.
Yes, because like here is a market. This is the steel market. Along Bookbinder Street, there are probably coffee shops near the library and the Senate House. So
You know what I would have done? I would have probably gone through the Path of Glory, looking around these places. They look a little swanky. Not really my style.
okay, Bookbinder Street, they're a little less swanky. They're more like God, they're more like Java Joe's or Kama Coffee from when we were
Okay, like Reno Midtown, maybe.
Yeah,
Or
yeah. That's the sort of vibe on Bookbinder Street.
I can do that. I can afford that. I think.
Okay, you find one there that's Merton's Morning Mug,
Merton.
and the
Your name is Merton.
and the sign shows a halfling with a mug of coffee and a sunrise behind him.
Well, that's just adorable. I'm going in.
And this little halfling, so it's a sort of almost like a tap room where you've got several polished tables and there are a few people sitting and reading and drinking their coffee at various tables. And then in the back there's like a coffee bar thing, but it seems that he's up on a raised floor behind it is this halfling bustling about, and he sees you come in and says, "Well, hello, friend. I don't think I've seen you here at Merton's before. What would you
No,
like
you
in your
haven't.
mug this morning?"
Something dark, something thick, something powerful.
Well, isn't everyone looking for that?
Amen.
And so he does that coffee hipster thing where he tells you all about the beans and
Oh, God.
where they were grown and how they were roasted and how they were ground in a special technique, and he hands you a mug of coffee and he only charges you 10 silver.
Just like Kopi Luwak.
So was this locally sourced, or did you have to like import this?
Oh, we had to import this from the forests above Damashq. Weren't you listening when I told you where we sourced it?
Where am I?
I thought you cared about coffee.
Of course I do. I'm just. So, what's this place like? What kind of clientele do you get? You get many people from the Senate House around here?
We get some librarians, some from not so many high up from the Senate, but we get a lot of the artisans that work around here in Bookbinder Street and along Hill Street.
So you get some librarians here, some people from the Imperial Library.
Oh yes, this is where they like to take their lunch breaks.
Beautiful. So anybody I might know, I'm usually in there. God, what is that freaking cat's name? Mittens. I can't remember. So tell me about your clientele. Place looks pretty nice.
Sir, you must know that I can't gossip. I'm not some tavern maid down in Galata.
I'm sorry, that was my mistake.
I run a
From where I come from,
fine establishment.
halflings love that.
I think you've only known the one halfling, to be fair.
Yeah, and he loved to talk.
Oh, I was thinking Kiki.
Oh, I was thinking
Yeah.
Steve.
Steve was talkative.
He was a lovely little guy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of sit around and take I don't know, maybe find a corner somewhere and try to be inconspicuous and take note of the people that come in and out.
Okay.
If I notice anybody from the library.
You have some trouble telling who's from the library and who's not, because you've really only had contact with two of them, and neither of them make their way in while you're watching.
So they don't have some kind of like a marker, like a medallion, a robe, kind of not a uniform, but some kind of like identifier that would suggest they work at the library.
Roll me a perception, I guess.
What does Bert see today? He sees every fucking thing. Natural 20.
All right.
It was all that coffee.
So, when Wounded Sparrow speaks to you, that's your
I'm writing
research
that down right now.
assistant.
Wounded Sparrow.
She talks like an Italian. She waves her hands around, she gestures, and it can be kind of distracting because she does still have cat claws on the end of her fingers, and sometimes when they're waving pretty close to your face, you're kind of like, yee. But you do notice that on her index finger is a silver ring with an open book, sort of on the part that would go on the back of the hand. And you notice a couple people who come into Merton's tend to have similar rings, and they tend to be ones who come in, get a mug, or they bring a mug with them. Merton fills it up, and they run back out. You are doing just early morning, like it's not quite lunchtime yet, so you're sort of seeing just after the early morning rush. Sort of the mid-morning lull. While you do that, what is Kai up to?
Kai's rummaging through Kiki's things and finding the genie in the bottle.
So, you have to make this really difficult, don't you? Because she got that genie in the ancient academy in the center of the Crystal Waste.
Yeah, you remember. You keep that on your person at all times, don't you?
And
I have no idea what he's talking about.
And I don't know if Kiki would have put it on a shelf in her shop because she didn't give a shit about it. Because he was rude to her.
Oh, that's right.
Oh my god, I have no idea what anybody's talking about.
You summoned him once and made a wish, and it was dumb. didn't you? Or did he just get mouthy and you put him back in the bottle?
He got mouthy. He couldn't grant wishes because he didn't have that ability.
Oh.
And so
He was just like a low-level djinn. He wasn't some kind of a...
well, when you find them in bottles in D&D, they have a really low percentage to actually have wishes left to grant.
Okay. That's right.
No idea. No idea what's going on.
So Amy, pretend that Kiki found something mildly interesting but not immediately useful to her while out and
Something
about
that-
on an adventure. And she
That pissed her off.
she comes back to Fozzie and Friends, her curiosity shop. Does she hang on to it or does she put it away in the shop?
Oh God.
What
Well-
are the odds one way or the other?
It's not for sale. Like,
Did she have
I
a
wouldn't.
Did she have a private stash at Fozzie and Friends?
Yeah, I feel like that shit's somewhere.
Okay, would she have liberated that when you guys fled Karst?
No, I don't think I gave I clearly have no idea what you're talking about, so no.
Okay, then Kai, she no longer has it. You turn her stuff out, and you can't find it.
I legit have no idea what you're talking about.
The genie in the bottle that
Nope.
said he would give you things, he could go get you things, but not
Nope.
wish.
Nope.
No.
This is the Amy doesn't fucking pay attention.
He saved you from the crystal curse.
Nope.
No.
Not at all. Not even a little bit.
Okay.
I feel
He
like
did?
this is, I feel like this is canon. This is in conversation. Kai going, "Do you still have that genie?" I have no idea what you're talking about. Like,
Yeah. There was a genie. I don't know. You crazy.
I thought that, one of Sultan Azra's men, like put us in her mind. We did the thing, stopped the curse from spreading. I thought that was us.
Yeah.
No, the battle before that happens, Kiki almost succumbs to the curse with a rank 4. And
Did she now? Wow.
the genie-
Nobody remembers.
See, and I have to listen to these things twice. And
No,
I don't remember nothing else.
now I'm tempted to pull up the SoundCloud just to see how long ago that was.
Good luck finding the episode.
No, because
Read all those.
I always name
It's
them by things that.
It's before Kiki's inception, or
Okay, all right. At least there's a timeline.
Yeah.
but Kiki goes off and fights a whole bunch of crystal guys all by herself.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and she get the
And Kay was like, "This is gonna hurt."
Yeah, it was roughly a year ago. It was either Alerting Security, Kiki's Choice, or PSA. Because the PSA was Don't Eat Strange Crystals.
Shut up.
It
Whoa.
could have also been in Loopholes, Lies, and Loot. So yeah, somewhere in there. Before, 17 to 20 of Season 2. And we are currently recording episode 45 of Season 2.
God damn, you got a lot of content.
Okay, so she doesn't have it, but I feel like Kai still probably spends a couple hours looking.
Yep.
What's Kiki up to in the morning?
I'm looking at her going through underpants.
Who says I have any? Left those two. Fozzie needs food and a walk.
Okay, so you take him on down to the farm market.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I ride him down to.
okay. It's a glorious day.
We're practicing that move at the circus where the lady stands on the horse and it runs.
Ooh.
Give me an acrobatics check.
That's a 9 on the die with 10 in acrobatics, so 19.
So now give me an animal handling.
No, I don't want to.
This is to convince Fozzie to behave how you want him
That's
to.
fuck. That's a 2 on the die and a 3 in animal handling.
So you explain to Fozzie, you're already on his level because your eye level is his eye level. You explain to him, this is what we're gonna do, buddy. We're gonna get out onto the road, and I'm gonna stand on your back, and you're gonna run along, and it's gonna be majestic. And he goes, "Hoo." And you're like, yeah. And so you get out there, and as soon as you let go of the reins, he's like,
Why would I let go?
You have to stand. Your reins aren't made to go that high up.
I'm little.
Technically, she's tiny.
I'll give it to you.
Oh,
Still, as soon as you stand, you realize you have a lot less control from the reins because you don't have anything to really push or pull against. So you're able to maintain your feet, but he starts sort of bounding along like a puppy, scaring all of the people around you. But you are keeping your feet on top of him, riding him gracefully while standing, looking a little bit like a mad woman.
the red hair didn't help.
How long do
That's
you
exactly how I planned it.
How long do you let him do this?
Is he going in the general direction I need him to?
Yes, but he's causing a lot of havoc.
I don't care. To the meat market.
No, he wouldn't do that, but it'd be like a roar. And he like rears up on his hind legs for a second and then thuns down and down the street.
To the meat market. And he goes to the school.
Wrong meat market.
I
I mean, it'll do.
It was a pretty well populated area. There's a lot of commerce. I'll say 75% chance of guards.
God damn it.
High or low?
Low.
I rolled an 8. They all just happen to be getting their morning mug as you careen down through the steel market. He knocks over a stall. There are women clutching their pearls and shrieking as red-faced men shout and bellow. But you make it all the way down to the farm market unmolested. Which is where you probably run into Will.
Yo, cart boy.
Oi! How you doing, Kiki?
What you got?
Your friend Zerf.
You're
Yeah,
having
that guy.
you're having to have this conversation as you're moving towards a stall of just meat because Fozzie is walking himself.
I let him grace. What are they gonna do? Stop him?
Your bear there. It's stealing food.
It's not stealing. He's taste testing.
Well,
I like slide some money on the table for the shop guy.
very good.
He grabs it, but like very quick, like trying to avoid the owl bear maw.
I give him a good scratch behind the ears.
So what you doing out here?
Fozzie's hungry.
Oh, makes sense.
What
So
you doing with our Zerf here?
well, I was bringing him back to your crew.
In what? What is this?
This is my new brewer's cart, thanks to you.
Huh?
Yeah, you like it, right? It's sturdy. It needs a little grease, but it does.
You have to pull it yourself?
Yeah, I gotta pull it myself. Why? Did you want to do it?
How much did you pay for this?
Well,
Did you cut out?
A little bit.
no. Oh, did
A
I?
little bit. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I said, well, I spent what you gave me.
All of it?
Yes. A good, sturdy cart like this requires a bit of coin. I got a pretty good deal on it.
Where'd you get it from?
A shop up the road. Actually,
Yeah?
pretty close to the temple.
Oh, yeah. What? Which one?
I'm not really good with names.
Oh,
There's a fine gentleman there. I'm sure he would greet you if you walked by.
Yeah.
It's just on the corner
What
right
do you-
before you head to Brewers Road,
what did he
right
look
there
like?
before the temple.
I want to make sure I get the right guy.
The right guy. I didn't
What
catch
if we
his
you know,
name.
need another? What if we need another cart? I mean, we should go over the same.
That's
place.
true. Well, if you like, I could drop off Zerf over at your place, and we could take a stroll down there ourselves.
I'd love that.
Excellent. All right. Well, let me back to your place.
Okay.
Excellent. All right. And I'll continue pushing the cart or pulling the cart.
Somewhere across the city, a sleazy secondhand cart salesman just broke out in a cold sweat. And he doesn't know why. So Fozzie's a little reluctant to leave. There's just so much good meat here. And he looks at you, holding a big ol' cartoon steak in his beak, giving you the big puppy dog eyes.
Do you want that one? You can have that one.
And he "Rrrr." Sort of just carries it as he walks.
I could always meet you back if Fozzie's still eating. Meet you here?
I think he's good.
All right.
He is
Don't want to get him too fat.
he is clean. He has cleaned out that whole stall.
And I make sure to tip generously.
Okay.
And not killing the guy.
Yeah.
Well, she's gonna need him tomorrow because Fozzie's gonna be hungry tomorrow too.
Yeah. We'll be back tomorrow.
It's a big town. We got
Okay.
But by the time I get back, about 78% of the house has been upheaved. And
Is that what that
Yeah.
78 was?
Dude. What the fuck?
Where's
The-
Genie?
You guys keep a tidy place.
What genie? What happened to you? What is wrong with you? Did somebody do something to you? Who hurt you?
I storm out of the place.
Are you shitting me?
Where would you like Zerf?
I don't know, like outside.
All
He'd
right.
be happiest outside.
Do you have a place I could park the cart? Just in the back,
Just
maybe?
keep surfing it and stick it outside in the back.
Very well. I'll drag the cart back into the back, and I dump Zerf's body out of it anyways.
Okay. He rolls around in the dirt, and you feel like maybe somewhere he's happier. What's Bert up to at this point?
Well, he's taken a lot of notes on the people that have been wearing those research rings, those silver book rings.
Okay.
Just, getting faces down, getting, gates down. Just whatever he can.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
The main purpose is to, try to break in.
Okay, I figured. So yeah, you take detailed notes. There are only a handful that come through. It does seem to be mostly artisans, people with ink stains on their fingers, clerks clerks, bookbinders, scribes, that sort of stuff. But every once in a while, you spot one of those rings, and they do tend to be dressed a little bit nicer than everyone else. Very not ostentatious at all, but you can tell that the cut and the quality of the cloth are very fine.
Okay.
But they don't. It's not like advertised.
All right. So once the rush runs down, I'm gonna get I don't know, like an egg cart full of coffees and bring them back to Kiki's place.
Okay.
Share.
So I imagine you pass Kai storming off in a huff down the street away from the house as you're approaching. And you probably get there just as Bayard finishes dumping Zerf out in the backyard.
And I try to get in front of Kai. Like, whoa, coffee. Here.
I down the coffee and go look for a morgue.
Dude, that was hot. How did you do that?
Constitution save, David.
Okay.
Damn it! I asked for ice.
that little cardboard holder, and there wasn't decoration. That was for your safety, man.
That would be 14.
14. Okay. It sears you a little, but you're able to hold it together and react however you want to Bert's comment that's hot.
I bow my head a little bit, put my hand on her shoulder, and then walk away.
I have a feeling I'm going to be hearing about something tonight. So I walk in and, hey, Bear, nice cart.
Ah, thank you. Long time no see. Wait.
Yeah, right? How long has it been?
I think it was last night. I've been drinking.
Well, that's expected. Coffee?
Oh, yes.
Sober up
Thank
a little
you.
bit?
Much appreciated.
Kiki, coffee? Anybody?
Yeah.
Found a good place?
By the way, the house is all disarray.
It was.
It's ransacked.
You keep a tidy ship here, guys.
So did we get robbed?
Yeah. By the squirrely one over there.
Don't look at me.
Kiki's getting soft. He's still alive. That's amazing.
Uh-huh. Jackass.
So, what about this
Sign.
this haunted farm? What were you talking about last night? I had a bit of your brew.
Yes. So I had an older gentleman come to me during my chores with the temple. He informed me that there are some crops that are rotting all over the place. Apparently, the land is owned by this Lord Focus. I was hoping we could go investigate this, figure out what it is, and help solve his problem.
I mean, yeah, I got a free afternoon.
Excellent.
I
That would
got
be
shit to do.
What?
well.
It looks
So
like the bear already ate. You got more
quite-
food to deliver?
quite well.
Kidding. Let's go kill a ghost.
I'm headed to a morgue.
Okay.
Oh shit! We need Kai. I run after Kai.
Okay. Give me a
I-
survival check
What?
to track
Okay.
its survival. He doesn't. Kai's off. Kai's fucked off. He
Well,
didn't.
I figured he'd take this. I don't know. I just go in the direction he was going. Survival? I don't know. Not very high.
Because he was heading out to a main
Ooh.
thoroughfare.
Oh man, I got a 21.
Okay.
Minute.
Thankfully, Kai doesn't believe in
Kai
social
does.
niceties, so he.
Cat gets a 21, so.
Kai's trying to move stealthily.
When he gets into the morgue.
Oh yeah, you're not there yet. This is Bert trying to figure out where you went from the house.
Oh.
So, when Kai is moving down the street, I imagine he doesn't really care much for social niceties. So he just,
Yeah.
like, brushes into people and knocks them over. And so,
Fozzie and I follow, and he smells them out.
He's like a Terminator after John Connor,
well, with
pushing people out of the way.
with Shane's role, he's able to sort of follow the wake of disturbances left by Kai. Kai, where does Kai think the most likely place for there to be a morgue is?
The morgue shop.
Saw a shop on the
market.
way in.
Excuse me, where's the deadery?
Well, he was gonna ask directions.
It costs a little girl where they keep the dead people.
Yes, let's RP this interaction. Who do you ask? Who do you approach?
A guard.
Uh-oh.
What do you want, pointy ears?
Morgue.
What's a morgue? Hey,
Dead
Wally,
people.
this guy's asking about a morgue. Do you know what a morgue is? I don't know what a morgue is. What's a morgue?
What's the word for where they put the dead people?
Mausoleum?
The graveyard? Are you a grave robber? Is he a grave robber, Wally? I don't know. He looks a little squirrely to be a grave robber to me.
Where they put Farquaad's body.
Who's Farquaad? Are you a street performer? Because we're not supposed to watch street performances. No, we're not. But we will. We will watch them if they're good. We might even pay you, too. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are no help.
Well, you're the one asking a lot of nonsense.
So I search out for people being carried to wherever they're going. Dead people.
Is Kai the kind of psychopath who would kill somebody and wait for the body to be picked up?
Do you fancy there are a lot of dead people being moved throughout the city?
You could always make one.
No, I got it. Kai pretends he dies.
Does he just like flop over? How does he do this?
He pretends like he can't breathe in front of the guard, and then just
Okay, give me a performance check.
oh, come on, give me a natural 20. Come on.
Not bad.
Now give me a deception check.
15. Deception.
Do you have a -1 on performance?
He has no
Yeah.
charisma.
Ooh.
How's that?
Okay, so you do your like gasping, choking, and fall over, and like the tongue lolls out. And at first, the two guards are like, "Wow, that was a good job. You see that? Oh, I saw that. That's the best death performance I've seen. He should get in his own show." He's not good enough. They kind of kick at you. Yep, I think that he did just die. Is that? You think that's why I was looking for where the dead people go, trying to save someone some trouble? Oh, I don't know. Well, I guess we should probably figure out if he has any next of kin. Well, we can't just leave him lying here on the street, can we? What's everyone else doing?
I was trying to catch up to him.
I would have been following Bert And Kiki.
So I feel like
Yeah.
this is about the point where you catch up.
Oh, do we notice that it's Kai?
You notice that there is a supine figure on the ground, sort of splayed out dramatically, kind of opening one eye just barely to see what the guards are doing, and the guards are sort of standing over him, kind of debating animatedly. They seem more
So-
befuddled than anything.
So okay, so he's not dead. Okay, cool.
Well,
I wanna,
actually,
like-
no, I need you guys to roll insight, actually.
Okay, all right.
Kiki,
Oh,
Kiki thinks. Well, no.
14.
Okay.
Oh crap! I got
that dice is dead. With being trained in it. Oh, that's actually. I got a 12.
Oh. What about Bert?
I'm sorry. Yeah,
8.
12.
Okay, so none of you beat Kai's 18 on his deception.
So, oh
So
my
you
God,
all
the guards.
you all think he's dead, and at this point, the first one goes, "Well, I guess we can throw him in the local guard station until we can figure out something to do." Well, he's stinking up. Well, we can't just leave him out here, can we?
And I break in, I go, whoa, 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 hold it. And I drop to my knees and lay my hands on him and cast Cure Wounds.
Did you know the fella?
Yes, I've been traveling with him for a little bit.
Well,
What'd you do to him?
we didn't do nothing. He was putting a show on. It just collapsed right in front of us. Yeah, it was quite a good death scene until we thought he was until he died.
That sounds like bullshit. I think you. No, you guys are poets. You couldn't have killed him.
Are you calling officers of the City Watch liars to their very faces?
No, I'm calling you pods.
Well, we are kind of codes. Yeah, I mean, you gotta know your place in the world, right?
Dude, these guys are agreeable.
They've had their morning mug from Mertens.
That's pretty good stuff.
So
Baron,
do
how
I
is he?
notice? I don't know. Do I notice any change in him after I cast the spell?
No, you don't notice any. Well, now roll me a medicine, since you're up close.
Oh, natural 20.
Oh yeah, he's fine.
Does it mean that I'm not trained in medicine? Does that matter?
No.
All
Like,
right.
like now that you're
natural 20.
now that you're right up next to him, you can tell he's breathing, and you can kind of spot him trying to peek out with one eye.
I start to chuckle, and like, oh, he's fine.
Well, that's good.
What
to
are you
hear.
playing at?
I punch Bayard across the face.
Roll me an attack,
Oh,
and I'll even give you advantage because this is a sucker punch.
Damn.
24, 28. So 28.
28 versus your AC, Bayard.
no, that hits. Yeah.
So you take 9 bludgeoning damage as Kai
Oh,
clocks you.
what was that for?
I get up and run off,
And I stop him with.
and then I start screaming.
What is with this guy? Should we take him and arrest him for his own protection?
No, he's fine. He's fine. He's just having a moment. He hasn't had his coffee yet, and we'll take him home. It's cool.
All right, I suppose. Just keep him out of trouble.
you know how elves get, right? You know
There's
how
been-
elves get.
Yeah, those pointy elf ears. I
Then I get really
don't
self-conscious
know
for a second.
where I'm going with that.
Those antennas picking up weird signals.
I'm incapacitated.
Okay.
Let's get him back to this.
Was Fozzie along on this expedition?
Yeah.
Okay. The guards kind of eye him, give him a little bit of side eye.
I give them a little bit of side eye, but it's obvious.
Is it side eye?
They
Next to the
notice.
side finger.
They notice. They notice Fozzie. You notice them noticing Fozzie, and they notice you noticing them noticing Fozzie. There's just this whole trade of notices going on, and it's bewildering. Anyways, so you get Kai back to the house, and what do you do?
Stick him outside with Zerf.
You gonna chain him to a tree?
Yeah? You see what he did to my house?
You can't hold his actions against him. There's something.
Boy, what's the matter with your friend? He socked me right good, he did.
You know, we've been traveling with him for years, and we have no idea.
Yeah.
Has it been
It's just
years?
kinda-
I feel like it's actually only been a couple months.
Has it been a couple months? Well, God, it feels like years.
It feels like forever.
How many goddamn days are there? So I stopped singing to Kai with the mental rape, and I go out there and I try to talk to him.
I produce my list of things I need.
Oh,
Dude,
Kiki,
you could have just asked.
dude, we're gonna go to a farm, and there's some shady doings going on there. And I'll bet you can find some of that stuff,
Oh,
like body parts, a dead guy maybe. We'll probably end up making some dead guys.
okay.
I mean, we kill people all the time.
Hey, what?
I mean, it's not all the time.
I need an elf.
All right.
Well,
Get you
yeah,
an
we could find a hobo somewhere. I mean, all around. Go out at night and put on a hoodie and bang, bang, boom, you got yourself some body parts.
Was
I can't say that I agree to any of this.
hey,
sounds
was
like
the
murder.
guy that sold you the cart an elf?
Did I recognize he was an elf?
No, he was human.
Oh, no, I don't believe that. I don't believe he was an elf. No.
Oh, good for him.
Isn't your friend here, Bert? Isn't Bert here an elf?
No, not enough to make be part of that list.
Oh, huh?
He's half elf.
I'm half elf.
Half elf, elf. It's all
half
the
elf,
same.
Half not. Excuse me, midget.
Oi, I'm fairly tall for a dwarf.
Damn it. Okay, this is getting nowhere.
Yes,
I say we take a little road trip.
we gotta find Lord Focus.
Oh, gas.
Focus.
Whatever's. I don't know.
Is he an
Hey.
elf? Wait, is that the guy out of character? Is that the guy that died?
That's
the guy you killed.
Yeah.
The guy that
Was-
died of a
was-
terminal case of Kiki.
Died. Was he an elf?
No, he was human. He was a nobleman of the city.
All right, because elves are bad.
Yeah, second-class citizens. It's unfortunate. I'm a three-quarter
so-
citizen. So.
This is for your weapon, Bert.
So there's a haunted thing we gotta do.
My weapon? So sweet.
Lord Focus
Farquaad.
is supposedly owns these lands, and they suspect that there's foul play with him.
Yeah.
That's why Bayard wants to talk to him.
Wait a minute. My
Instead-
wand requires sperm.
What?
I'm
And
looking at
elf.
the list.
It's a special wand.
Yeah. Full of special sauce.
Is
You
it
could,
sparkly?
he's actually showing you a list.
Well, he produced like the. Did you say you produced the list?
Oh,
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
oh,
I'm looking over, like,
you just remember there's sperm in it. Got it.
yeah, that's the only thing I latched onto, really.
That's it.
Because after sperm, the conversation goes away.
Well, yeah, he stepped out of the of the apothecary and he starts like abusing himself in the street.
You don't know that though.
Shane knows it.
That's true.
That's all that matters.
Shane left his ass off editing that one.
Oh, All right, so we off to find this man.
No, he's dead.
What? He's
I mean,
dead.
That's not happening. He died however many days ago.
Does this place have a paper? Like, do they have like a? Are there newsmen about?
No,
Like,
they're little boys that run around that say things.
oh, they're just town criers.
My mom.
So I wouldn't have read that in the paper coffee shop.
No. Like, you might have, if you happen to have been paying attention while passing through one of the markets. I don't know if you guys have seen Rome, but Rome had the guy
Oh yeah.
where
Okay.
he'd get out there and he'd talk about how the Senate has decreed that Julius Caesar is an outlaw. Remember to buy Roman bread. True bread for true Romans. Like, it's... So there's sort of those guys in each of the markets giving
Okay.
official decrees and important news and bulletins and ads and that sort of thing.
Yeah, they said that guy's dead.
He actually didn't warrant that much attention.
Really?
Yeah, there was a murder.
Like, he was a noble, and that shook up a bunch of nobles, but
Wink.
he
wink.
wasn't very powerful. He was kind
Okay.
of a playboy.
Alright, I was in the market when it happened. I heard about it.
Vicious.
Oh well. We still might be able to talk to him. How long ago was he killed?
Caleb.
2 days ago.
It's two
Sounds about
to
right.
3 days at this point.
We might still be able to talk to him.
Do you have a thing for that?
I have a thing. I could
What?
do something.
This no, I don't.
You want to
I
see
got-
Bayhard use his thing on a dead guy?
I got shit to do.
Well, this is shit
I
to do.
thought we were doing this. We're
Gang.
investigating these crops.
You,
Gang, there's a mystery afoot.
you go do that. I don't want to talk to a dead guy.
Well,
Well-
Bayhard's going to talk to a dead guy. We're going to
Where-
go investigate.
It creeps me out. I don't want to do it.
Well, you don't have to. It's the cleric. It's it's him.
I don't want to go.
Well, you don't have to be there, lass. We'll go.
With this
We'll come back and get you.
advocacy.
Thank you.
Might you know where his body's at?
I'll give the exact
Yep.
address. I mean, that's just what I heard.
That was part of the story the town crier was trying to get. To pay respects.
They didn't know name or anything else, but they knew exactly where the body was at.
Yeah.
All right.
So how
Now
does,
I'm giving Kiki a little bit of side eye.
How does Kiki know where the body's at?
Just assume that I know these things, Caleb.
So what are the funeral customs in Bezos?
Burned. I don't fucking know, Caleb. God.
Because
Way to ask hard questions,
I was
Caleb.
going for a bit and you ruined it. Asshole.
so
Caleb, the killer of comedy.
I think that the bit is still good, but I think that the address she gives you is just bullshit.
No, you've ruined it. It's dead.
I just stare at Bayard.
Hi, can I help you? I feel a cold chill down my spine.
I just keep staring.
This is weird. I'm
This is all right.
I can.
Where do you think I was going?
I don't know. where we're going.
according to
Nobody
the
knows
according to
where
those
you're
lads,
going.
you were going to the police office, the soldier office. I don't think that's where they keep most dead bodies.
He could have been going to get like elf spit or dick cheese or whatever this is.
Famunda cheese.
Wanna go carry-
We. I guess we head to the address, assuming
The
that
boy-
Kiki is right. I mean, I have no reason to doubt her.
No, Caleb killed it. It's done.
No, I'm going. Assuming Caleb. No, Caleb has killed nothing. I'm going to the address. What
We
do
have
we
no
find
reason
at
to
this
believe that
address?
wasn't bullshit.
Exactly.
No.
What do we find at this address?
Terrified woman.
What address does Kiki give?
No, I'm done. You ruined the bit. There's no address.
2478.
Fake Street.
Somewhere near
So-
the farm market.
So,
No. Actually, she gives you the address for the main the City Watch post right outside the Imperial
I
Palace.
do not.
That would be an address she'd know by heart.
But I wouldn't give
It
it
is.
that one.
Do we accidentally step in
I'm
owlbear
not
poop
giving
on
them
the
a
way?
bullshit address.
Too late. I'm going with it.
how about
I was just gonna rob the guy, and I'm gonna.
We never made that journey either, did we? To the
Oh, I don't need you anymore.
to Cosmos.
this has turned into such a shit show? Like we usually say that at the beginning, but this one
And
did.
because Caleb has no plan, he's just letting us go wild.
Don't let everybody into his machinations.
So we're at the watch. We're at the
Oh my
watch
God.
office. I'm gonna
I
ask
didn't
them.
do this.
We're here to see the morgue. Specifically, Lord Focus.
We're here to pay respect.
No, I've got questions to ask.
Dude, don't talk about that in public.
Why wouldn't I talk about that?
Because
That's what I'm here for. I have questions to ask Lord Focus. There seems to be some shenanigans going along on his fields, and I need to
You
chat
don't-
with him.
you don't announce to the city guard that you're going to go harass a dead body.
What harassing? I'm not harassing anything.
Well, your tone of voice is a little aggressive.
My tone of voice is always aggressive.
Do you have business in the Imperial Palace?
No, we're looking for Lord Focus.
I have no
Here he's
idea
dead.
who that is.
What? Honestly, I don't either. But I hear he's dead. So where would his body be?
Well, it depends on how long he's been dead, doesn't it?
About 2 or 3 days.
From my understanding, he died. The day before last.
Well, traditionally, if he's a man of quality, his family would keep his body in their home while they perform the ritual ablutions before interring him in the family plot within the mausoleum.
And I slapped Barrett's shoulder. Dude, we should have gone to the farm with. Wait, is that where he? Is that where he lives?
I don't know where he lives. Maybe Kiki knows. She knew about this place.
Well, yeah, but I mean, she was. Oh, I shouldn't say that in front of him.
Yeah, so
Thank you, sir.
if you don't have business in the Imperial Palace, would you kindly fuck off?
Whoa, no need for the tone. No need for the tone.
We'll
We'll
fuck
be
off.
on our way. Thank you, though. Heathens. Walk off.
Where's the mausoleum?
I have no idea then how to find this guy. I'm assuming somebody knows this guy. Where are those little children? The last one that gave me
Yeah.
Kiki's
Oh,
address.
is Kai
We
with
should-
us? Did he
we
come
should
to
find
the
a child.
Imperial Guard Palace?
Yes.
So I asked him, dude, you've got little sparrows around. Ask your little children friends where these
I asked my Muppets.
yeah, your moppets, your murderous moppets.
And how do you get in touch with your Moppets?
Um,
He doesn't. He just like does a hand gesture and they fucking show.
they're always around. They're always around.
Ninja, assemble!
Ninja.
So I guess a little toe-headed Moppet comes out, melts out of a hedge.
Hell's a
Oh,
token.
God.
Hello,
That looks-
doggy.
We're looking for this person.
What person?
Do you think you're holding up a picture?
I point to Bayard.
Well, he's right
Uh,
there, isn't he?
That'll be 5 gold.
Listen to the name.
Lord Focus. Have you seen him? Heard of him? Know where he lives?
Lord Farkas. Farkas.
Oh, there's an R in there. Huh?
I thought it was
What?
Focus.
When you focus? I know a focus.
Buttocks.
I know.
Oh yeah.
I know a guy who was involved in an accident he had.
Jesus Christ.
That sounds right.
Yeah. What? He's dead.
Right.
Yes, we need to speak with him.
Well, we need to pay respects to his body. I don't know. Should I lie to this kid? We need to find the body. Where's his house?
Oh, you just want to know where he lives? Yeah, follow
Yeah.
me. And he leads you down a few streets in these noble estates to a house that, with these noble estates, they're sort of set on their own little property with high walls and sort of ornate gates out in the front. And there is one house where all of the, because it's probably getting close to evening time at this point. It's late afternoon. All of the sort of house candles have been doused, and the whole thing's been sort of draped in black bunting, and there's ashes spread across the door, the gate, the threshold of the gate, and the Moppet says, "Yep, that's probably it." And he holds out his hand to Kai.
I hand him a cup of gold.
Pleasure doing business, Governor. And he disappears down an alley. So you guys are
Oh.
in front of...
Is the gate like shut or locked or?
It's closed, and it looks like there is a sort of a sleepy-looking private guard posted on the other side. Like a gate warden.
Oh.
Fella, sir.
Oh.
Hey.
Yeah.
We need to come in.
No.
But we must.
No.
He's a cleric.
I'm from the Temple of Amathion. I need to come in.
Give me a persuasion.
Yeah, that's why I'm not very persuasive.
Have Bert talk you up.
13.
13.
Bert, step in.
Hold on. Let him do this. And then if he fucks it up, I'll do something.
When I fuck it up?
No.
If he does. All right. I banish this motherfucker.
You banish him?
I banish him.
He just disappears now.
He's gone.
I think he gets a save.
Go ahead and try.
What type of save is it?
I don't know. I haven't looked at this spell in years. Oh god, yeah, this is perfect. Go ahead and succeed a charisma saving throw. Good god.
Rolling into like
16.
On a plate. On a plate.
You do not reach my 20.
Okay. So he goes, what? And disappears.
Bayard is shocked by how
he's-
fast this man has just randomly disappeared.
He's banished to a
It's a harmless demiplane.
harmless demi-plane
No
for,
harm comes to him.
for 1 minute.
For 1 minute until the end of my concentration, and if I let me excuse this. The end of my concentration, it is incapacitated during that. He stays there until the spell ends, at which the target reappears in the space it left, or in the nearest unoccupied space.
And it lasts for 1 minute.
Yeah,
Okay.
so we can go in and
I follow Bert.
but we only have a little bit.
So the gate's locked.
Kiki.
Uh,
I didn't go with you. I said I wasn't going.
Are you fucking shitting me?
No, I'm not.
I pull
This
out.
would not have happened if we did not have Kiki. I'm
Uh
telling you
huh.
right now.
Uh huh.
No,
What?
no, none of this. I assumed that she was here.
No,
I
I
thought
said
you
I
were
was
just
not
saying-
going because I don't want you to know him to see me, so I didn't go.
So, surprised by this, Bert, what happened to the guy?
He's fine.
Oh, I should probably
Oh.
start a timer for this conversation.
So the door, he was supposed to unlock the door.
Yeah, I think this through because for some reason I thought Kiki was with us. I thought she was trailing along.
Why? Why? I said I don't want to go, and he told me I didn't have to go.
All right,
Well,
can
you're not the
I
only one who doesn't listen, are you?
pull out my warhammer and just smash the lock?
Yeah, why
Sure,
not? Let's
roll-
just
roll
continue
me
this fucking train wreck.
Roll me an attack.
Oh, that's a good one. That is going to be 27.
Okay.
This
You
is gonna be so bad.
You smash that lock, and you actually crumple the gate so that it's bad. You've done some major property damage.
I push the gate open and continue to walk in.
Okay, let me roll a perception here for the guards. Okay.
You know, Bert has a transportation mask.
That's yeah. I'm saying guys, maybe stay with me.
Okay. No one's appeared to challenge you yet. So you're in a little bit of a courtyard that leads up to sort of front steps. There's a sort of open area with columns and sort of silk curtains that hang down. You feel that there's halls that go off to your left and right, and ahead of you is sort of the central atrium of the house. And all the hallways are dark, but just in front of you, through sort of this gauzy silk, you can see faint candlelight. And roll me a perception check, everyone who's there.
Oh, natural one.
Dude, how about 17?
I can't do it.
Shane, Bert hears the soft sobbing of a woman.
Getting there.
Okay. While this is happening, let's see. I use my invocation, Mask of Many Faces, and I turn myself into the guard that I just banished.
Okay.
And is the door unlocked? Front door?
It's sort of all open. Think a Roman floor plan.
Oh, okay, all right. So I walk in. I walk up. Is this lady like accessible? Can I?
She's sort of leaning over a sarcophagus, sobbing quietly. She doesn't
All right.
seem to notice you're there.
So I gesture to
I don't notice anything.
the priests, Bayard.
Hey, is that Mask of Many Faces a concentration spell?
What? No.
The Mask of Many Faces, the spell you just used to transform yourself, is that concentration?
I don't think so. It's like a invocation. That's with my my class. It's just one of those invocations I get to choose. Let me look it up. All right. No, it's not. It's just
disguise.
it's
Disguise
verbal and-
self.
It's
Yeah,
disguise self.
disguise self.
So I need to look at disguise self.
It's one action. It's verbal and somatic.
Yeah. It's not a concentration.
Wow.
The guard's not back.
Yet, you've got like 30 seconds though. Okay.
So, yeah,
Okay. So you gesture over to me.
yeah. I tell you to come up with me.
Okay. I follow you up.
So I go up to the grieving widow.
I'm on lookout.
And I ask Bayard, like, so what do you need to do to talk to the dead guy?
I'll walk up to her, Madam. I apologize to disturb you at such a tragic time, but I need to talk with your husband.
Who are you?
Name's Bayard. I'm a cleric of Amathion.
And how do you plan to talk to him? He's dead. Out of character. Amy, did you cut out his tongue?
Dude, I don't.
God, did you brutalize him too?
I don't think so. I think it was just stabby a lot.
Okay.
I think the way I remember her describing it was she stabbed him a lot and then took off quickly, trying to make haste because she
Okay.
was inside his little cart.
Okay. And
The only thing she left the paper bird.
Okay. And you're using Speak with the Dead?
No, actually, I'm gonna raise dead because I don't have speak with the dead. He's coming back to life.
Oh, you fucking kid! I thought you were just gonna talk to him.
Nope,
So-
he's coming back to life.
So do you...
This
I
is gonna
thought you
turn
were-
into a fucking shit show.
I thought you were a poor cleric.
You thought I was what?
A poor cleric.
A poor cleric?
Yes.
I guess I'm not the richest
Raise,
of clerics. Yes,
Raise Dead has a component cost of 500 gold.
I didn't realize we were using components.
I use them when they're fucking costly like that.
All right. Well, then I guess I can't do anything to him because I don't have speak with dead.
So this whole thing was pointless.
So,
Well,
so
I thought
pay
I was
your-
gonna bring the guy back to life.
You can
pay your respects and let's get out of
roll
here.
me a religion check. Are you trained in religion, Baird?
Yes, I am.
Better be.
Really funny if he wasn't.
You roll a religion
No,
check.
I'm trained in Arcana. Let's see here. That would be 17.
Where my percentiles go?
You're gonna raise his dad.
I was gonna bring him back to life. I have raised dead, but I don't have speak with dead. I guess I assumed I wouldn't be using that enough.
I thought you were gonna speak to dead. Trap.
That was my original idea.
Okay, children listening, this is what happens when you don't plan your day.
I thought
I'm
Kiki
going
was
back
gonna
to
be
use my
here.
No, we were just gonna talk to him.
All right, Kiki. High or low?
Hi.
High.
Hi.
Okay. I said that he was gonna have a 25% chance of making this work without components, and I rolled a 77. So, Bayard decides, you know what, I don't have the diamond that I'm supposed to have, but we're a poor organization. We've made do before without. So he happened to have like a piece of just cheap glass or something, and he uses that as the focus for the spell.
Holy shit.
Let's
This
see.
is gonna be a mess.
So you have
This one
So you-
this poor woman.
So you open up the sarcophagus and she starts wailing. She has to leave the room. She can't even be here.
Oh, I would have asked her to leave the room first
Oh, okay.
before this. Yeah, I was gonna get to that part.
Okay.
I would have actually had Bert, the guard, escort her out while I did this.
And I did. And I tell Kai, go back to where the man vanished.
Okay.
Just-
Kill him. Silence him.
Silence.
Is he an elf?
So that's him. You
Um,
don't have to kill him, but make sure he doesn't talk.
Okay.
that's an interesting wrinkle.
The guard's an elf.
No,
Oh.
the creature's soul must both be willing and at liberty to rejoin the body.
I don't see why he wouldn't be willing to rejoin his own body.
Well, because
He's kind of a rich, greedy man,
it's
is he
more,
not?
It's more the at liberty too, because there's some other stuff going on.
Oh, shit! Did Kiki use her soul
Oh.
sucking knife?
So this is
I'd have to go and revisit, but that's not it.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
So yeah, you feel the pull as Amathion's will tries to pluck this guy's spirit from the ethereal realm and reunite him to his body. But as his soul is returning to his body, another force from somewhere else seems to snatch the soul away and negates the spell.
and I know this.
Yeah.
Do I have an idea of what snatched the soul away?
You can roll an Arcana.
I was joking before. I'm not really trained in it. Damn it. 7.
I'll let you do a religion too, because
Using the same roll.
no, I'll let you roll
What
a
do you want
second one.
Almost lost my dice there. 16.
Typically it tends to be if people have made pacts with devils, or if they're into some necromantic bullshit.
Okay.
Where their soul is already spoken for.
Promise to somebody else.
Yeah.
All right. So basically my spell's not going to work. This doesn't work. I will. I'm not going to say anything, but I'm gonna walk out and like, my lady. My apologies. Thank you for your time in this matter. I hope all of your other proceedings go well, and may Amathion bless
Is he
you.
back?
And grab Bert, and
Is he back? Has he returned?
Unfortunately, the spell did not work. There seems to be other issues at play.
What kind of
I'm
cleric
sorry.
are you? You bring hope to a woman and then you just
I'm
dash
sorry, and
that
I
hope against
just
the
walked
rocks?
off point. I walk
Sorry,
off
Mum.
right.
I'll have him escorted off the property immediately.
Since when have you been so verbose?
Narp.
Okay, and you guys make your escape like right as this guard. Let me double check the casting time of that spell, because Kai may have had to deal with him actually. Oh no, it's instantaneous. So, no, I'm sorry. It takes an hour. It takes an hour to cast that spell. So,
Oh, it takes an hour to cast it?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
so while you're
What? Ray's dead?
yeah, like it's a big to do to bring someone back from beyond this.
If
mortal
you
coil.
knew that, you wouldn't have done it.
Oh, it does say hour. I didn't read that.
I thought it was a minute. Or not instantaneous. I thought yeah.
Duration is instantaneous, but the casting time takes an hour. So as soon as you cast it, finally, it happens automatically.
I don't think you would have done it then. I don't think we've made this trip, because you know the spells that you have.
yeah,
No,
But
fuck
the-
it. Let's say you
but
did,
yeah,
and then you
but
got there
the
and
last
you're
like
like, I
half
can't
hour
do
of the
this.
podcast is for naught because
No. Yeah, let's
No, I feel like we still did this. Kai took the other guy out back or something.
yeah. So
Right?
Kai,
He's a monk.
as Bayard is like getting set up for all of the shit he has to do to make this spell work, suddenly that befuddled looking guard pops back in, is like, "What? Hey!" And he goes to
I
sound
just-
an alarm.
I do the finger across the throat to the Muppets in the bushes.
Roll me a persuasion. Because I don't recall you building your Muppet network here.
I think at this point it just builds itself.
Well, you would have been right behind him when he popped back in, right?
He's trying to plug into an existing Moppet network, but these Moppets are a little more organized than the ones in Karst.
How about 18?
That'll do it. And so, by luck, one of these little tiny assassins comes out of nowhere, and I'm not going to kill this poor guard. He runs up to the guard.
You have to.
And goes, "Does this smell like chloroform to you?" And the guy collapses into a pile of jelly. And the Moppet looks at Kai and says, "Rate's gonna start increasing if you call us favors in a little too often for our liking."
And I toss him a couple more gold.
Okay. And he vanishes into the streets. Okay, so what do you do with the guard's body? Because he's taking a little nap.
I hang him around my shoulder and just act like I'm talking to him.
Okay.
Oh, good.
So hour passes.
Weekend at Bernie style.
Yeah. An hour passes. Most people seem to be leaving this house alone. It looks like the wife has sent most of the servants away. And you guys are able to finish the spell uninterrupted. And you're sort of unceremoniously ushered out of the house.
As we leave the gate, I'll kind of turn to Bert and be like, "Oh, it didn't work. He made some deal with the devil.
Is that right? Yeah.
This may be a lead to follow for those crops."
That's yeah. You could bring that to Kiki, and then maybe she'll come back to that. Because then the dead body won't be at the farm. So then she'll come with it.
Perhaps, but what? Sorry, you got weirdly loud there. I didn't hear that.
Oh, sorry. I was just, well, maybe she'll agree to go to the farm since we know that the body isn't there anymore. There's no dead body there.
True.
So,
We've got to check out this farm.
it's really weird that she's not really wanting to see this dead body. She's usually not bothered by it at all.
Huh.
So what's
You don't suppose she has something to do with these farms? No, she was here with us.
Yeah. No, she doesn't care about that. Agriculture's never really struck her fancy. Whatever. Let's go back to Kiki and friends. Kiki's house. How about
Casa de Kiki?
Casa de Kiki. That's it. Let's go back to Casa de Kiki.
Sounds
But
like a plan.
First, let me get into this guy's brain and fuck it up. See if I can. I'm just gonna just put a whole bunch of nonsense into his head with my I don't know. My psychic tingles.
Okay.
And hope, I don't know. Can I do something to alter his perception or his memory, or I don't know, just maybe break his brain a little bit?
Go ahead and roll me an Arcana.
Don't get any feedback on this. 21. Yeah.
Okay. You think that you take a minute or two and you sort of flood his brain with horrible images and nonsense and Cthulhu Fhtagn sort of stuff. You think you've done a pretty good job, but there's no way of knowing until he revives.
Okay.
I placed him on the gate like he did it.
And what's Bert's alignment? I'm curious.
Chaotic neutral.
We're gonna tick that a little bit towards evil.
I have done a lot of good stuff in my past. I'm making up for all the good shit that I've done. Dude, I had to wait in that goddamn Imperial Library waiting room for like 4 hours. Tell me that wasn't a good guy move.
Amy, are you still there?
Yes.
What's Kiki up to while they're on this little adventure to Lord Focus' house?
Go looking in search of a man with a car.
Okay, so you set off in the late afternoon. Where do you
Yeah.
go?
Towards where he said he cart.
Okay, so you head across the Silver Sword. You're heading down Galatian Road from the lake. Right on the corner of Brewers Road and Galatian Road. There does seem to be a cart lot and sort of an animated, curly-haired individual out front. He seems to be getting ready to close down shop for the day.
Is it the only cart lot?
Cart lots seem to go up and down the Galatian Road. Sort of, like I was saying at the start of all this, Galatian Road sort of has a ton of transportation flavored shops. So there are shipwrights and cartwrights and all sorts of shops that have to do with selling or mending various types of transportation. He is the only one on the corner of Brewers Road and Galatian Road.
I stop in and tell him I'm looking for a cart.
Oh, yes, and I see you have an excellent draft animal. Welcome to Cosimo's.
I don't bring Fozzie with me.
Oh, it's just you?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yes, little one. Yes. I'm afraid we're closing up shop, but if you're a discerning customer...
I was just my friend was here, bought a cart earlier today, and I was wondering if it was from you.
Well, I sell mini carts. Was he displeased with his purchase?
Oh no, not at all. We were maybe looking to buy another one.
Well, as I said, I sell the mini carts. I've sold probably a half dozen today.
I don't know what kind of cart it was.
It was like a peddler cart.
So it
You
was
could just probably describe me.
Oh yeah, it was a dwarf. Pain in the ass. Dwarf.
My garments are usually green and yellow.
So I describe him, and
Player hand wave. Never saw that before.
and tell him what kind of cart he bought.
I may have encountered a gentleman. As I said, I sell mini carts. Why are you so interested in this particular transaction?
Just curious. Just
You want to
Yes,
make sure it's the
lot
right
of-
shop.
I leave. I'm not really interested in this form of RP here.
You could have also mentioned the dwarf I was carrying on my shoulders.
I mean, I could have, but I'm just.
I think the guy's probably just not gonna narc on his customers. I think that's probably it.
It's a good sales tactic. That's the way to
Yeah.
keep them coming.
That's it for me.
Okay.
Bravo.
Okay, so Kiki heads back towards Casa de Kiki. Or do you do something else while you're out on the town?
Nope.
Okay. So when you guys get back from, because it's a lot shorter over to the Focus estate than it is to Cosimo's carts. So you get back before Kiki's back. Do you guys do anything?
I sit down, I look at the mess, and I'm like, I can feel bad about scrambling that guy's brain a little bit. Kai, I'm going to help you clean up this house.
I'm gonna pour a couple glasses of ale.
Pray to your god.
So what's the plan?
Well, I'm not sure where Kiki went, but I'm thinking once she gets back here. Well, you know, it's dark. I don't want to go out right now.
It'll probably be a long walk to this farm.
It might be. And
It'll
we'll
be
probably-
hard to see, and it'll be hard to investigate in the dark.
And I think if we're going to take that cart, maybe we could, harness up Fozzie. It'd be easier than having you drag it. You know?
Would we be able to harness Fozzie to a cart that small?
How small is it?
I mean,
Like,
it's a decent wagon. It's just kind of a little ramshackle.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we can leave it.
I'm
here.
I guess I'm not sure. Like, is it like two poles that are sticking out that would go between the animal and just like rest a band, or is this like?
It's like a hay wagon that you'd normally have like a horse draw. So I mean,
okay.
It's got all of.
We could
stuff
put
that-
Fozzie on. He'd look weird carrying a child's cart, but it would be fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, this would be pulled by like a sturch normally. But
Okay. All right. Yeah, I say that's a great plan.
Oh, well, let's. I don't know. We could clean up, or we could get drunk.
I say we could do both. Who says you can't rub some elbow grease and get drunk at the same time?
Well, I've never been very productive when that happens. I mean, we can try.
Aye, we'll celebrate. I will.
Yeah,
Well,
let's-
I've already
let's
poured.
celebrate
I've already
some-
poured the ale.
Some
So
P&E and some brain rape. Let's celebration.
so what do I know about like pacts with devils? As far as like this guy, would I know anything about those?
you can roll a religion check.
I'm curious now as how much information this will provide. Oh, and that is high. 27.
God damn.
So you know all about this sort of thing, apparently. It's not very popular as a means to power, but it is popular enough that every once in a while someone will do it, and it tends to sow tragedy much further down the line. What usually happens is someone will pledge not just their own souls, but the souls of their children for a set number of generations to whichever demonic entity or infernal, in the case of devils, promises them certain powers. Basically, the person entering the contract gets a certain set of things that the conditions that are met in their lifetime on the mortal plane, and after they die, their soul is forfeit to go to the domain of whoever they've pledged it to.
Do you share this information?
Yeah, I would. I mean, I would assume that like I'm kind of like vomiting random information in order to kind of get a handle on what we think is going on with these crops.
So hearing this, I stop. I put down whatever I have in my hand, put down my drink. I got to go to the bathroom. So I excuse myself, go to the bathroom, and I open my book. And I dive into it. And I start fishing around for information on anything it could pick up, like locally, like within like the outlying farmlands on devils and pacts, and anything of demonic or devilry power that it might be able to recognize.
You don't. It doesn't pick up anything devilry. Nothing infernal, no devils. But there is some sort of darkness and a pull of almost kinship.
Oh, like it's alien. Like not of this. Well, not of the infernal planes or anything, but maybe like further out.
Yeah. So a fun little sort of world building thing that I don't know that I've made clear before. The Nine Hells and the Abyss both exist on the ring. they are the various planes from the D&D cosmology are actually plates on the ring.
Oh,
So
okay.
so pretty much the only thing from outside the ring are whatever material planes you guys would have come from originally, and the far place. You know.
The far place.
So.
Do we use the Fargate to get to that?
but yeah, so basically, if it's from outside the ring, it's usually, something old gaudy.
There's something almost a kinship.
That is awesome.
And I don't share that. I don't know.
So,
I
go ahead, Kai.
I trance and then just when I get out of my trance, are they sleeping?
I don't know, Bayard, Bert,
Um,
about 4.
oh, it would have been 4 hours.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
what time of night is it? I'm pretty drunk at this point. If it's been 4 hours, though.
Probably like 1 or 2 in the morning.
I'd have probably passed out.
Yeah, I'll say I'm out.
Half elves, right?
Yeah, half elves have to sleep.
Yeah.
What time does Kiki get home?
Later.
Like, how late is later?
Everybody's asleep.
Well, that's what Kai is saying, that he meditates for the first 4 hours and then he's awake. Are you home when he wakes up?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that's the situation, Kai. Kiki gets
show
home and
Kiki.
she's awake.
I show Kiki the list and then I cover up and go out. And
Good luck, have fun, be safe.
She goes from psychopath to mom. Like that.
He's gonna go kill somebody, I just know it. So proud.
I go to Sailor Street and just
Murder a hobo.
I randomly see if there's any black market stuff or
What sort of black market stuff?
like,
Elf
trading.
ears.
Trading. I just kind of randomly walk through the street,
Okay.
seeing if there's any shady deals going on.
They all, not a lot happens on the street itself. On the street is where you make contact, and then you go into the tap rooms or the back back alleys or whatever.
Can you give me a percentage of maybe running into somebody?
So the thing is that a lot of it's done in Thieves' Cant.
No, thieves can't.
Yeah. Like, so, do you know Thieves' Cant?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know if I know it.
You do, because you're a rogue.
You should.
Rogues automatically know it. So without Thieves' Cant, it's hard to tell who's selling legitimate things and who's not. Like, you get the sense that you sort of put word out that you're looking for something, and then word passes along the underground that someone has, that there's a market for whatever it is you're looking for.
Okay.
So, like, you can basically sort of ask around.
That's what I do.
Okay, what are you asking around for?
Dead bodies.
Oh my god. Let me help you.
I feel like Kai and I should spend more time together. We're pretty both blunt.
Seriously,
Bert,
Kai doesn't know better.
Bert,
I'm gonna go low.
Low?
Oh,
Okay. Kai, you're sort of wandering the streets, and you feel sort of a paw on your shoulder.
Turn around quickly.
And you see a hooded figure peering out from under a cowl. And he kind of gestures down a side alley.
I go with the person.
And sort of once you're in a secluded spot, he says, "I hear you're looking to do some illegal alchemy involving flesh. Is this correct?"
Yes.
Well, and you need help acquiring materials for your experiments, yes?
Yes.
How much do you need?
Show the list.
Okay, David, I'm sorry, I did not write down anything I told you. How much? How much did that crazy fucking gnome tell you he needed?
Like certain body parts, blah 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 blah.
Okay, that's right. Okay, so he kind of looks over the list and he goes, what are you building, a flesh golem? Those are dangerous creations.
No.
Well, I'm not one to judge. I think my contacts can get these for you for a reasonable price. Do you have any specifications for gender or genetic makeup or anything like that?
No.
Did you need them to be elves?
Yes. Sorry.
Okay. So you do tell them that?
Yeah.
This is funny because some people would see that as a restriction that would raise the price, but I happen to know that elves tend to go missing easier than others, so it actually won't affect the price too much. How can we contact you with an estimate?
This Kiki Sturgeon.
I'm sorry, did you stutter?
um.
I think your mic is dying on us, David.
Said the
Casa de Kiki?
Kiki?
Casa de Kiki? What is this? I am unfamiliar with this organization.
You won't.
How about if you just return here tomorrow morning, about an hour before noon, and
Okay.
and one of my representatives will have a price for you.
Okay.
Excellent. It was a pleasure doing business with you. Remember to bring plenty of coin tomorrow. Huh? Payment in advance.
Kai goes gambling.
And I actually think that's the perfect cliffhanger to leave it on. Until next time. Well, yeah, I guess we have to do our closing stuff, huh? So yeah. This has been the Chaotic Neutral Podcast. Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed any of that, we have a huge back catalog. You can listen for literally days.
Huge.
Huge. I have been your Dungeon Master, Caleb. You can find us on soundcloud.com/CNDND. We're also on your podcast service of choice as the Chaotic Neutral Podcast. So you can look us up there and subscribe to our RSS feed and get updates when we put them up, which has been sporadic lately. Hopefully we're going to be able to improve that, as the year goes on and things quiet down a little bit. David has
Twitter.
Okay.
ND Cast. Yep, that's it.
At C&D Cast.
Yep.
Okay.
It's okay. I can pull up from a previous one.
Okay. Shane, you've got.
I've got the Facebook.
Oh, that's right.
So if you want to keep up to date on everything that's coming out for Chaotic Neutral Podcast, you can check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/CNDN.
And Amy has our Instagram.
We don't have an Instagram. I don't update it, so don't bother.
Still, in case someone wanted to look at your old posts, you trash goblin. Where would
All 4 of them.
Where would they look at it at?
I don't know. Hold on.
And grab that from an old one as well.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yep. Yeah. It's cool, Amy.
And Will, where's our Twitch?
You can also find us on twitch.tv/chaotic neutral D&D.
And that's going to do it for us. Thank you guys for listening. Amy is officially going insane.
What?
The
Oh, I'm not on roll 20. What's going on?
98 D20 rolls. Spamming. Anyways, we're going to go before we lose our minds entirely. Until next time, thank you so much for listening, and keep it chaotic.
Bye now.
But
Know you later.